We've always been told to watch out for wolves in sheep's clothing. But what if that's the wrong focus? What if a wolf in sheep's clothing didn't start out looking like a wolf, just like it didn't start out looking like a sheep? Think about it. What if before it looked like a wolf, it started out looking like a human? Before it had all the fur, before the fangs and disguises that it wears, it was someone who stood close enough to you to be trusted, close enough to be welcomed in, close enough to learn the layout of your land and pastures, the flow of your flock. I think that we missed something that we should have paid closer attention to. We're looking for wolves in sheep's clothing when at that point, when they're in sheep's clothing, it's already too late and they're already too close. They've already destroyed one of your sheep. You've already suffered a casualty. What if, in fact, before they chose to wear wolves, WOOLS, they chose to wear wolves, WOLVES? What if before they chose to wear wolves, they chose to wear wolves? And in there is what I want to share. Werewolves. What if before we look for wolves wearing wool, we look for people who are werewolves? What does that look like? Well, in my mind, if we think about the description of what a werewolf is, it's a human face that we trusted before it ever decided to become a predator. They were inside the circle with everybody else before they ever considered wearing that wool. What if the sheep suit comes later, but the transformation happens right in front of your eyes? The sheep's clothing isn't the beginning of danger. It's the evidence that danger and a change has already happened somewhere else. Maybe from some type of hurt, maybe from some type of offense. Maybe it was just by choice. Maybe werewolves are really friends and co-workers and people who are close to you who have offenses but chosen not to forgive. And at the root of that anger has made them transform from a trusted human ally to an angry werewolf ready to destroy because of offense and unforgiveness. A werewolf doesn't always howl at the moon, but it's dangerous because it appears as a kind, gentle human most of the time. But sometimes it waits around before it changes on you. It studies your movements before it changes on you. It smiles in your face before it decides to change. But when that moon of opportunity shows up, the jealousy rises up. The selfish ambition rises up, the resentment rises up, and the transformation happens. Then at that point, they're vicious, they're dangerous, willing to cover itself in what it's trying to destroy, just so it can walk among you unnoticed yet again to destroy your dreams from the inside out. The werewolf isn't always howling at the moon and loud. Sometimes it's quietly watching, using that resentment on the inside to pluck off one sheep at a time. So maybe the real warning isn't about wolves in sheep's clothing, but werewolves in people's clothing. Maybe it's about watching for people around you, how you treat them, and how they respond to you. Because think about it. If you can recognize the werewolf before it transforms, then it will never have the opportunity to turn your sheep to clothing in the first place. Watch out for werewolves, my friends.